Alright, part 2 of Monastery. So, when you get up here, you have to do a little bit more platforming. Getting along this roof ledge area can be kind of annoying. I've had plenty of times where I've moved over there and he ends up hanging off of it. So, it's one of the times where the platforming can be kind of annoying for you, but usually isn't too bad. And then when you get up to the top of here, make sure you don't climb up on the ledge, because for some reason, when I got up here, I like climbed up and I was face to face with this guy up here, and I ended up just restarting checkpoint because you don't want the guys on alert until you've taken out at least like 2 or 3 of them stealth. But you can hang there and pull that guy down, and then you can usually jump over here and you can actually wait for this guy to actually come behind this pillar, so that when you kill him, the guy across from here won't see his body. And I don't think you can get over there and kill that guy without there's a guy like right below me who will, I think, instantly see you. So once you kill the second guy, you're pretty much just like in full combat, and you want to be here because you have this ledge to use as cover. And as you can see, when they have thrown grenades up, they land like way behind me, so I really haven't had to worry about them. I think if they get up here, I think there's a point where one of the grenades that one of the guys throws, I think it lands like on my back. I can't fully remember, but I seem to remember that happening, but it might have been one of the times where I ended up dying, so you might not actually see that. But the hardest part of this area is that when you need to kill the guys that are like all the way down the ground here, I believe the trigger to get you to the next section is landing on the platform like right below me. But I don't think with the guys alive, I want to say that you can't make the jump down there without getting killed. So I do the safe route of killing these guys before I actually move down lower. And this is the point where when I realize that the guy right below me is still alive. So I'm like trying to figure out where he is through the cracks in the boards and trying to cheese the gap in the boards to kill this guy. So this ended up taking a little bit longer than it needed to, but it's probably the safest way of dealing with this guy. So, but once he's dead, and you're safe to actually move through, you can pick up some ammo. You want to try and go into the next section with at least a decent amount of ammo. I ended up not really doing too well, but I think if you die in the next area and you reload checkpoint, I think they actually give you a lot more ammo in your gun than what you initially go into if you have like low ammo. I'm not 100% positive, but I seem to recall having more from like reloading the checkpoint, but I might be wrong. So I go into this thing with like 13 ammo. So let me see if I'm pretty sure I loading. Yeah, see, I have like 32 all of a sudden. So the game is generous in reloading you. When you reload from the checkpoint, they actually gave you ammo for this part. But going into cover there and killing that rocket launcher guy is probably like the most difficult part. Well, the first of main difficult parts during this section. Since I've gotten killed from the guys as I'm trying to kill the rocket guy, I've actually had the rocket guy hit me with a rocket the second I go to aim at him. I've had him land the rocket like right next to me and kill me. I've had him hit me with the rocket, but it's knocked me out of cover, and then I've gotten killed by the other guys as they've come up. This particular checkpoint took me half an hour before I finally got this run. I had runs where I had like maybe 2 guys left, and I stayed out of cover for a second too long and just got annihilated with bullets. The biggest issue of this part is when you eventually start to run out of ammo, and depending on how many guys are still left. Like right now I have this heavy shotgunner that's coming at me, and I don't have any ammo, and the guns I need are kind of like over to the left of me, and they're in sections that I don't want to put myself out in the open to get. So I ended up getting lucky and I still had ammo in that sniper rifle, so I was able to blind fire kill that heavy shotgunner. So this is one of the sections on Brutal that is very stress-inducing, depending on how long you're stuck at it. This and the courtyard in the next video were the points when I almost wasn't sure I was gonna actually be able to finish this this difficulty. Since after those parts, there are still some challenging areas, but if you can get through the courtyard in the next video, you're pretty much good to go for the rest of the chapters. The beginning of chapter 23 can be a bit of a bitch, but the strategy I use is it's almost identical to the strategy I use in Crushing, and it works just the same. You just have to be a little bit more safe than you would on Crushing. But when you move up to this building, you get a checkpoint, and that platform to the left of me, there may be a guy there. The actual placement of the checkpoint is kind of weird. I wasn't really sure if that guy that's on that platform is before this checkpoint or if he's after, so you might have a random guy on that platform to my left when you get close to this building. But having the Desert Eagle for this area comes in very handy, because you can usually very quickly blind fire kill the heavy shotgunner. And this is me kind of putting myself way out in the open with these snipers trying to get ammo. It wasn't the smartest thing I could have done, but I kind of was desperate for ammo.
Elena, come on.
But
I'll boost you up.
once you get Elena up here, you can, the guys that you need to kill up here, they're very easy to kill. Avoiding the snipers are no real problem. And this guy here, he always comes running over here, so you can kill him as he's like climbing down from that ledge. And the other guys you can kill hanging from the ladder here. And once we get up to the next area, the sniper section isn't really too bad.
We've got to get across that bridge.
We can't go out there now. Those snipers will cut us